This is an incidental project that I just bumped into the other day. I have one of these really high-speed holders to hold my cell phone in my cup holder in the vehicle so I don't get distracted. I'm not necessarily playing with my phone while I'm in the vehicle. It's a pretty good idea, and I think it adds to the safety. That said, I paid $20 for this particular one, which is not too terribly bad. At some point, this swiveled freely. It just would not stay still at all. It was hugely distracting. It was worse than having to handle a cell phone rather than have it stationary, locked in place. So I had a choice. Ordinarily, most people would think to throw it out after they've messed with it enough and it doesn't seem to tighten down, it doesn't seem to get right. But that's 20 bucks. I don't want to lose the 20 bucks. If it's already broken and I'm going to throw it out, I've got nothing to lose really. It makes for a really good project. What I have here is a socket. This is the nut that was in the bottom here. This goes all the way through the body, and this fits on top and swivels around. That's normal. This was swiveling around, which is not normal. And if you can see in here, this might be a little difficult, but there is a screw right in the center that holds this down. You still have some movement, but that screw has to be tightened. That was absolutely off. It wasn't even connected. So I took the socket, undid this nut. Of course, there's a flat washer there. Pulled this out. There were 4 screws that held this together. Took those 4 screws out, found the one, screwed it back in there, and it's ready to go. As with most things, we're going to put it back together just like it came apart. I'm not taking this off for you to see it. Take my word for it, there's a screw here that holds the top part into place on this bell. So going backwards, I'm going to put this on with the 4 screws. That was pretty dull and boring, so I went ahead and put the 4 screws in here, offline, so to speak. Put this back together as it was before. Flat washer. And then put the nut on the end. Very small and difficult to work with, but you eventually get there. And take the just used the socket, didn't even use a ratchet on this. Okay, now this is tightened just enough. The size of the wrench is not necessarily important to you, the socket, just so long as it fits, and you can tighten or loosen as desired. This swivels around, no problem. Everything seems to work fine. It'll go back in the cup holder, and I'll be able to hold my cell phone securely and add just a little bit of a safety enhancement by having that rather